Oh my God.
What a treat.
What a treat, man. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Winner's Lounge. My gosh. Nikola Jokic, our hero, our king, our favorite, our boy, rescues us from what would have been a really frustrating send to overtime. He says, none of that. None of that. Let's get out of here, guys. Let's get out of here. Let's get some rest. Drains a buzzer beater three-pointer, and the vibes are immaculate. I got the fellas with me tonight. We're at the takeover. We just... I'll introduce everybody, and then I'll take you behind the scenes. Do you think that's the best way to do it?
Sure. Listen, I would never tell you how to steer this show.
Brendan Vogt opening up a bottle of Rakia. Show him the Rakia here. You guys watched 100 Invisible Threads. You know the best Rakia comes in this random-ass bottle.
Will it make me blind? There's only one way to find out.
Only one way. Over here, I got D-Line, who was very, I would say, pensive until the very end.
I'm a man of the people. The people were pensive. I was pensive. Together we were pensive, and it didn't matter. Nikola Jokic doesn't care whether you're nervous, whether you're excited. He's inevitable. He's going to do what needs to be done. And fellas, we're living in a time that people are going to talk about later.
That is very true. I love that. That's very, very true. Poetic even.
Thanks.
And then over here, stunting on all of us, Superstar Dev.
I mean, Jokic he knows how to make the night go better. He knew that we was going to have a takeover. He knew that we had diehards on two buses. He knew that it was live in our section. And he said, you know what? No problem.
He always takes care of us, man. He always takes care of us. He just, what do you always say? He just always holds us in his arms.
Yeah, dude.
He just protects us like a baby.
I am largely like a baby.
You are largely
I
like
need
a
protection,
baby.
and nobody was willing to do it until Jokic came into my life.
So here's how it works. We don't like when people rush out of Ball Arena, people leave early or whatever like this. But when you have a show to do and you're at the takeover with all the homies, all the fellas here, you're at the takeover. We're watching this game fully, backpacks on, we're ready to go. Everybody's standing, and we're standing at the exit. Like, as soon as this thing happens, we have to sprint out of the building. And my God, it's almost a drag. We were like Gary Harris from 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shot goes in and we ran out.
Shot goes up. Yeah, we just run out like this.
To be honest, I wasn't even 100% sure, did it count? You're always, is there more time on the clock? What's going on?
Takeover people, don't tweet that video out because I'd like to keep my credential.
Were you were going?
May have celebrated.
You may. Oh, come on! I think you'll be all right.
No, I mean I was standing on top of chairs. Worth it. Let's go. I can't wait for these buses to get back.
You weren't there in an official press capacity in this one. My God, man. There are some games though. You said that we're living in the time that you tell people about. Eric, honestly, this is a game that we'll remember. A lot of games you fade, you remember pieces of it, but you don't remember what game was that, when was that. This is the Orlando Magic buzzer beater.
I was so ready to forget this game.
Me too.
I was ready to move past this game and suggest politely to you guys that we didn't do a show tonight.
We had to take over, it was tough.
We got a flat tire. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
All this stuff. But and then what happens? This is going to be one of those memories that's going to encapsulate this season. We're going to look back at this. Jokic is, what can you say?
All right, let's do a fast breakdown right here. Jokic started things off and ended them. Do you remember the very first bucket of the game for the Denver Nuggets?
I do.
Go tell them, Dev.
It was a soundboard.
We got
to start the game.
A turner. There's the regular soundboard, and then there's the turnaround soundboard. It was a turnaround soundboard to start. I thought Nuggets were winning by 1,000.
Yeah, it did feel that way. It did.
But the Nuggets couldn't find a rhythm in this game. I mean, this was a really weird rhythm game. We talk about how the Nuggets have played connected basketball for for the last several weeks, minus a few. This is the minus a few. This falls into the minus a few category. They trailed by 6 points early on. Jokic started to take over. Murray comes out of the game. They put Bruce Brown in. Jokic went into hyperdrive. 8 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists in the first quarter. And they built a nice lead. It was an 11-point lead or something. Think about that. 8, 6, and 5 in the first quarter. My God, that's production. We got some Jokic Zeke minutes, which was kind of interesting. We don't get those minutes very often. Nuggets up 31-25. Second unit came in and kind of let go of the rope a little bit to end the quarter, so 31-25. DeAndre Jordan getting the backup center minutes. Vlatko Cancar, he was in his best LL Bean tonight. I threw that too. That was
he looked phenomenal.
Of course, he looked phenomenal, but it was also
very Colorado. He looked very ready to hit the mountains.
He looked like he was about to hop in his Subaru for sure. Yeah. Did you guys see him?
Yes.
Did you see him? Do you have a comment on this?
I mean, I didn't take like extreme note, but I did notice that he was wearing chalky and khaki.
Yeah.
And he was just
Nice.
like a khaki vest, and he just, you're right, just looked like one of us. One of the fellas.
I thought it was hilarious. I'll bet you he could start a fire. Do you think he could start a fire?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm positive.
Do you think anybody else on the Nuggets could start a fire like in camping? Can you start a fire, Dev?
With a lighter.
Well, yeah. All right, with a matchstick. Say with a matchstick.
It,
no?
like in the naked and afraid way.
Yeah, like not like with put some gasoline.
No,
in it.
absolutely not. Couldn't do it.
Couldn't do it.
Nah, I've never been camping, so I doubt that I would even be in a situation that I would have to do something like that.
I rewatched.
We're taking you camping, Dev.
I
You're
rewatched
doing
the
it.
episode of the first or the Sombor episode from Serbia, where Dev told us that he doesn't know where to get soup. There's so many things
what?
There's so many things about Dev that
He doesn't know where to get soup?
He's never been camping, never seen a hot air balloon.
Well, he has now. I showed
Soup
him.
is something that Dev has heard of,
Yeah.
but doesn't know how to get.
New content idea. It's called Dev Goes Outside.
outside into the world.
I see what happened here. Took a turn for the worse.
There was early on in this game, there was some good. Wow, you dying? All right. There was some good hustle from Zeke. Michael Porter Jr. hitting his threes. He got fired. And guess what? Not just hitting his threes early on, but Yoke, you've made this point a lot. When he's on fire, Yoke starts looking for him.
He knows what's
One
up.
play in particular, Yoke goes down on the block. Bull's on on him, and he's like, "Oh, Bull's gonna double." I'm like, gives Michael Porter another free three, and it was like, "Oh yeah." Malone had a very emotional challenge. Malone, man, I've always talked about this. He uses his challenge sometimes on the dumbest plays. What
Yeah.
was it? Do you remember? Was it Bruce Brown?
No, it was Jamal Murray.
Jamal Murray, and it was like clearly a
Jamal
foul.
Murray went up in his estimation, went straight up and down and got
Right,
a foul.
that's right.
And then, but Malone gave him the like, hey, I believe it was like I think he didn't even think he was going to win that challenge, but it was like Jamal Murray was arguing so much, it was like, I got you, Jamal.
Dude, they should give the green button to Adelman, and his job after every stoppage is to stand in between Malone and the scorer's table.
I've told you though, there's a thing. This is actually how it is. But then a coach can override
I
the
know.
system. There's
I know.
there's two systems. There's the system in place, and then the coach is like, no,
Challenge it.
Yeah, challenge
it should
it.
be a button, like Jeopardy.
So then they lost it, of course. Nuggets closed the quarter strong though, or closed the half strong. 10, 7, and 9 from Jokic, but he did miss a heave. He had a perfect triple-double going. He missed a heave at the buzzer.
That
And
Adam
he's like,
son of a gun.
crestfallen at that point.
I really was.
Trade
69-54.
him.
Nuggets up 15. You think the game's in the bag. We went to the perch and we were like, oh, it's over. Nope. Lazy start in the third quarter, especially from Jokic. I thought Jokic set a very bad tone in this one. And then Murray, I thought, was like, you know what? I'll match that tone. He did, however, hit a one-legged three. Murray had a bunch of really bad basketball tonight and then like 8 spectacular plays.
I feel like the one-legged three, I was looking around like, are we reacting to the same thing? Has he ever shot that before in his
know.
career? And it was cash money.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. Malone got so mad at Michael Porter Jr. at one point in that third quarter, he pulled him out and put Christian Brown in, and I thought Michael Porter was going to be benched. Michael Porter clearly was pissed about it. He was shooting the piss out of the ball. He was playing terrible defense. Let's not kid
He was
ourselves.
tonight, yeah.
As were all of the Nuggets. Christian Brown
That's
comes
fine.
in, and guess what? First of all, they played zone. So you have a lineup of Christian Brown, Zeke Naji, Bruce Brown, Aaron Gordon. That's your best defensive players. That's your with Jokic. They went on an immediate run. It was actually a really dope stretch where the Nuggets pushed it right back.
Christian Brown got shot out of a cannon. He made 2 immediate hustle plays. He cut to the rim, got a dunk. It was like, oh man. He like saved the ball, kept the play alive. Like it was incredible.
The Jokic on Murray off minutes were phenomenal tonight. And then when Jokic goes to the bench, they're up big. They go to the bench and they blow it all in the end again, including on the final play. 1.8 seconds on the clock. They have the ball. They inbound it and get a layup. Zeke Naji chases Franz Wagner around some screens. He curls him and he gets a layup, and it was just a really frustrating play. And then in the fourth quarter, things got a little bit worse. Murray hit a 3. Christian Brown hit a floater. That was kind of crazy. Thought, okay. Bruce Brown won a jump ball over Mo Wagner,
That
you
was
guys.
wild.
And then drew a foul at the rim. Bruce Brown is the toughest Nugget to come through Denver. Is there anybody tougher than him in the Jokic era?
Paul Millsap.
He's not tougher, though. Like, he's like... I mean, he might be tougher like if they put him in a cage match because he's huge. But I'm just saying pound for pound, like toughness.
Nah, I think it's him. I think it's Bruce.
That he has the most dog in him.
The junkyard
For sure.
dog, yeah.
I like that you brought Paul Millsap up, too, because I said to you guys earlier tonight, very Millsapian game from Bruce. The box
wait.
score is somewhat flattering, but he was so much better even than that.
Fareed is not tough. Like, that's different. He's athletic. I did forget there is one guy who's tougher. Facu. Honestly, pound for pound, Facu's like the toughest guy that was in the NBA last year.
He's
insane.
dogging him to Hooper
Boogie?
level. Is
Huh?
like,
Boogie?
Is Boogie tough? I don't think Boogie's tough. He's a bully. He's a big guy. I'm saying you're not.
You're
this
right.
isn't like cage match.
Well, I know. You're right. Like I would have forever referred to Boogie as a coward, except for then he was a Nugget, so now he's the toughest guy.
He's the toughest guy. I'm just saying, like, Bruce is that guy that's always ready to throw hands. You know what I mean? Like, metaphorically. Like, in the game, he's just like, you don't need to elevate it one step at a time. The moment you step to him, he takes it to a 10 at all things. Nuggets were playing their zone. They were absolutely lost in it, in particular Zeke Naji. Like, there were some plays there. Michael Porter, Zeke Naji, they just were so lost. You got to get Jokic back in the game. He comes in. These are the plays that mattered down the stretch. Jamal Murray, Nuggets couldn't get an offense going tonight against that length of the Orlando Magic. They were really struggling. They did not play the beautiful game tonight.
No, they didn't.
Even in the clutch. But Murray hit a bailout 3 with about 2.5 minutes to go. That was like a miracle, man. That guy hit some incredible shots in this game. Michael Porter Jr. out of a timeout gets completely lost and gave up a Franz Wagner 3.
AG had a long stare down for that.
I'm telling you, like, this is the thing tonight is Nuggets were having a hard enough time just getting the easy stuff, and then defensively the breakdowns were like unbelievable. Then Aaron Gordon missed 2 free throws, and I wanted to die. Down 4 points, I was just like, oh, it's over. I can't believe they're
It was
going to lose
almost
to
an
damn.
and one too. So it was
Jokic gets a steal, and KCP goes coast all the way down to the 3-point line, stop and pop. Talk about a ballsy freaking shot.
Dude, unbelievable. That shot.
Unbelievable. Like 1 minute to go.
Yeah, that was insane.
A little back and forth, and then to close the game, game's tied. Murray, by the way, intentionally fouls Markelle Fultz. I don't know why.
I don't know that it was intentional. I think he just got caught up.
Wind is at the arena. He'll get clarification probably for what the hell happened, but he fouled him 90 feet from the basket. They were in the bonus. Nuggets were up 1. He goes to the line. Thankfully, he only hit one of these. Would have been a completely different finish if he would have hit both, but he only goes 1 of 2. Game is tied, so Nuggets get last shot. They don't get anything out of their Jamal Murray Jokic 2-man game. So Jokic just catches the ball at the free throw line, looks around, sees Michael Porter wide open, goes too early. I'm not going to do it. Instead, hesitates a second, step back, cash money.
And then we sprint out to the parking lot, and then we drive down Colfax, and here we are.
I do want to say, Chat saying it looked like he thought he had a foul to give. Even still, that's poor execution. I don't think you give the foul at that point. So it was.
Oh
here
my
comes
God,
the bus.
the bus is here.
It was a bizarre game for
Wow.
Murray in more ways than one, but I guess no harm, no foul in the end.
Yeah, let's go. Oh, man, go get them hyped. Give them hyped. All right, Dev, start us off.
I'll be right back.
I have 2 things. One, that was like an incredible atmosphere type
It
of
really
game.
was.
The crowd was into it. It's super packed at Ball Arena now. We had the diehards come in with the
You guys
party
hear
bus.
this?
We have people from Serbia watching at 5 a.m. to watch their king hit a buzzer beater. Like, it's just good time to be a Nuggets fan. But as far as the game, my big takeaway was this was not a pretty game by any means. Lapses on defense, just not executing at all. I wouldn't even say that they played down to their competition. I think Magic played up, actually, in this game. But it just was not the same process that we've been seeing. But still, Denver found a way to win it. And that's what separates them from the teams of the past. That's what separates them from the Nuggets of old is they're still finding ways to win these close games in not their best ways. And it's just great to see that. That's what makes you a contender. That's what makes you a team that can win it all, and they have the pieces.
I kept thinking that as we were running out of the arenas. I was like, this is what happens when you're a great team, is you win pretty, you win ugly, and then you win some that you're not supposed to just because you're like, well, we can make miracles happen. I love it. The place
This is great because, again, we had to run out. We missed all of the clamoring and the cheering, and then just brought it right back to us. No problem.
Oh, yeah, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. What's your big takeaway?
The takeaway is that Jamal did not have a good game.
Yeah.
He scored pretty well, but Jamal was pretty off tonight, and there's so many of the Nuggets had to sort of step up their game, and Aaron Gordon was great tonight. I mean, the Aaron Gordon revenge game was the most obvious storyline that I feel like we didn't really tie into.
Man, he was so good.
He was so good tonight. I was so impressed by Bruce Brown tonight. I was going to lobby for him to be king of the game until Nikola Jokic was the king of the universe.
That's true. He
But
was
like
that.
the hustle plays and like the toughness, like Bruce Brown like screaming at his teammates to like get involved, like pay attention, like get that connectedness going. The Nuggets did not play a good game tonight at all, but they still won, and it's exactly what you want to see.
Magic are a bad team. Nuggets sometimes. I mean, this was the bad thing is they played down to their competition tonight a little bit. Although I give the Magic credit, I thought that they were very long and bothered Denver today. Like they really did.
I thought their game plan was real. That was as well as the Nuggets were defended in the clutch as I've seen this season. They really knew what Denver wanted and did their hardest to take that away at least. Easier said than done against that too.
What's your big takeaway?
This is me personally. I know I'm not speaking for the show. I'm just going to say it. I think we've taken too long. Aaron Gordon is my Mr. Nugget. He's unbelievable, man.
I think he's Mr. Nugget.
I think he is.
This is not the time.
That's not the time, Vogt. This is not the time
Let me
to
say-
play.
let me- I know, but you guys are every time
my
I say it, you
my
guys are
new
like, it's
nickname
not the
for
time.
my new nickname for Brendan is Bragenda. He's got a Bragenda. He's always got an agenda.
Look,
he's
man,
after.
all I'm saying is it's January. We're almost at the All-Star break.
All-Star break is the time.
If you guys want to wait, you can wait.
Yes.
For me,
don't have a week of content.
For me,
all right.
my vote is in, man.
Your vote's been in before the season started.
And then I've been proven
Bragenda,
right.
no,
I
we
think
know Bragenda.
AG and KCP, like Jokic is his own thing in this regard. AG and KCP, even back a month and a half ago when we were worried, who's going to show up to play tonight? Do they care? Are they going to play hard? That's never been a question for Aaron or Contavious.
Oh, he's great.
They play so hard every night. You know Aaron was not trying to lose to this team again, by the way. And
Great point.
I also thought it was such a bad game defensively by the end of it for Denver. Overlooked in that, I thought in the first half Aaron Gordon's defense was phenomenal. Now this
So
isn't
good.
Tatum or Kawhi, but I thought he did a great job on Banchero and others too. He just the one thing we were waiting to see was the defense this year, and in the last month he's shown it. And it's like, what's left, man? Like, what boxes are left for him to check? He's been everything the Nuggets have hoped he'd be and more.
21 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists.
So good.
2 of 3 from the three-point line.
And like 2 incredibly clutch free throws.
Oh man, like he sucked. He's 3 of 7 from the free throw line tonight. He sucked from the line tonight till it mattered.
He missed those 2, and we were like, "Oh God, no!" We were talking about like this man has one Achilles heel.
Yeah, and then
it's-
guess what?
Then Achilles heel be damned, dude.
Man.
The biggest moment in the game, like the crowd was going insane. Like the at the behest of the scoreboard operator, we got like a quiet please. Hush overcame the crowd. I started to feel nervous for AG, and then he just like
All right,
effortless.
Here's where are we at timing wise, Kale? Then I won't get into it. I'll just wax on AG here. You're right, though, that the Nuggets, this is like Michael Malone versus the Kings. The Nuggets sometimes come out and play their worst games. And then Michael Malone's just like, are you guys doing this to me?
Aaron's like, please, guys.
Aaron's like, you guys, you know that I was there. Like, the fans don't like me.
I care
They
about
think
this
I'm
one.
alone. And it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
It's Orlando.
It's not that important to us, though. You
Yeah.
got to understand. Yeah, he definitely played hard. That length, though, I mean, really did bother Denver. It's been a while since we've seen Denver's offense get flustered the way
Yes.
that they were
Yes.
flustered tonight.
And that was
Orlando
process related.
way longer than I realized.
Yeah.
So you got some beers in
couldn't-
there?
Like the Nuggets were having a really hard time penetrating.
Yeah, hell yeah.
They were
What do
having.
we got?
Ended up
Yeah,
taking like
yes,
a
we
bunch
do.
of like mid-range shots, deeper
Yeah.
shots than you would
Yeah.
typically see them. They had a hard time like getting any penetration. I haven't seen this for a long time for the Nuggets. Like it was causing like a lot of like really bad shots.
And some of this, I think, was just a lackadaisical approach. I mean, the Nuggets, they were up 15 at the half. Like as much as it was tough, they still got up. But it was just lackadaisical at spots that were a little bit frustrating. Let's take our first break, though. On the other side, I want to talk about Jokic game winners. I think this might be my third favorite, but I think it's the prettiest. I think it's the prettiest, but I think it's my third favorite. We'll
Is
debate on
Jokic
the other
leading
side.
the Jerry West.
Oh, we'll have to talk about that. In the comments here, I want to know what's your favorite Jokic game winner?
I'm going to tell you now about the most clutch product. This is a new one. So, Kel, I believe if you have that lower third, feel free to throw it up because it is finally time to tell our friends at home about Jive Hive.
Jive Hive.
Oh, it's Jive Hive.
Now,
time for
there are
real.
some physical locations, dispensaries that we've endorsed in the past. We've encouraged you to check out. But not everyone is trying to make it to the dispensary. Maybe you can't
You guys
make
let
it.
people know?
They don't plow the roads. I don't know if you noticed that. It can be tough to walk in the winter. It can be tough to scoot when they're not plowing roads. Maybe you're like Eric and the job you're in just has you way too famous, way too recognizable.
dude, I
Can't even
can't-
leave your house anymore.
I can barely get into my own elevator. I'm mobbed every time I get home.
All jokes aside, I think if you saw me or Eric at a dispensary, okay, everything adds up there. Other people have different jobs, different images. They don't need to be in that store. They're fine to make this a discreet order. And Jive Hive delivers discreetly. This is a virtual dispensary on wheels. Think Uber Eats, but for marijuana. I'm in. So listen, here's what you do. You visit jivehive.com. That's JIVEHYVE.com. And get your order delivered the same day, or schedule a delivery window, and they will be there to say hi. Everyone get it? Everyone get it? They serve in Aurora, Greenwood Village, Monument, Fountain, and various areas of El Paso County. That's JIVEHYVE.com. Jive Hive. Don't drive. They deliver discreetly.
Yeah, we've got a QR code. This is actually very cool. Like, it's actually, you get better deals too because they don't have a physical store to maintain. Like,
That's right.
Their actual benefit. They're working on getting this service in Denver. It's not currently available. It's available in a lot of the surrounding areas for you folks that are not in the downtown area, but it's on its way.
And it's a full selection. So this is whatever you'd be looking for in a dispensary, they provide it online. So check them out if you're in one of those areas. Now, this one goes to all of you in Colorado and some other areas as well. You got to check out Breckenridge Brewery because, well, they're the official beer of DNVR, but they are also the droppers, the owners, the providers of this Mile High City Golden Ale. Got that sweet graphic going there in bottom left corner. I don't know.
Is Cal awake over there?
So check out the Mile High City Golden Ale. If you don't know where to get it,
Oh, yeah,
the
that
bar's a
one.
good place to start. Also check out the Breck Beer Locator. Tell it where you live. Tell it what you're looking for. It'll tell you where to go next. Nice and convenient. That's the theme of this ad break. Breckenridge Brewery, Jive Hive.
You've
They make
seen
it nice
our
and...
show.
That's
Steph.
Steph.
You've
Steph
seen
listens
the
to the
show.
show.
Steph Noich
yeah.
are absolute goddamn homie. Bring us
She's a
beers.
friend, not an intern. Not an intern. And that's
an
it.
intern.
That's
She's
it.
an
We're
intern.
back.
All right, back here, segment 2. Guys, Jokic, the game winner's off the top of my head. You've got the Dallas Mavericks little leaner that he hit. You've got the one on Karl Anthony Towns. You
Yep.
got the one on Joel Embiid.
Yep.
You've got this one, and I know there's a couple others.
The Joel Embiid is the top one.
Joel Embiid.
So to me, the number one is the Philly one.
No question.
That Philly game winner because he hit it,
Fell down. I mean,
fell
started
down,
com-
but also it was a
complaining.
17-point fourth quarter. They came back from so much. I don't remember
Yep.
what they were
It
down,
was
but they
the
were down a
comeback,
lot.
yep.
Come all the way back. It was one of those games where, like, halfway through the third quarter, people are like, "Man, Embiid's killing Jokic! Like, oh my God, he's dominating the matchup." And then Jokic turned it on, came all the way back, won the game with the game winner right there. That's number one. Then getting him the second night against Karl Anthony Towns. It was the very next night. You remember that? The very next game, he hits another one. That to me is my second. This is my third favorite.
It has to
Is
be
this like
that.
naming your children though?
Well,
Yeah,
first
it's a bit
off,
tough.
no, because it's who they played. It was the moment of when it happened. That Joel Embiid one was like the one that like solidified the MVP. I feel like that night.
That's a great
So
point.
that's
it
why
really
it
did.
meant so much.
Yeah.
That really was the
him because it
MVP.
was like, okay, he's not the best center. Like, and there was that argument at the
Yeah.
time for whatever reason. And from there, it's been like, I mean, Embiid's been good, but he's not.
Yeah,
Jokic.
but like that GIF has been like the response to any number of like attacks from the Philly crowd. You're just like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could just
And there it
throw
is.
that out there. And then Karl Anthony Towns, we
You
know
just
what
play the
that
video.
used to be. They're not close anymore. But it was great because that's a guy that gets up against Jokic. He wants to bring him his best. He really thought that he was winning that matchup for whatever reason. And then he just gets humiliated. So back-to-back humiliations is great. And then also what you can't forget about is the two blocks.
Yeah.
Those are game winners as well.
He's
Like,
got a block game-winning highlight reel.
it's-
There's a thing about Jokic.
Yeah,
you might
exactly.
not.
I know. Yeah, what is this? What is
Tonight's
this, man?
though, I like obviously so hype in the building. To me, it was, I say reminder games, kind of like a reminder shot. So much of the Nuggets wins lately have been good process and we don't necessarily need one guy to look like the best player alive to win this game. Tonight, it all fell apart, and we were reminded, what's the insurance policy in Denver?
I know.
It's the best player in the world. It's a good one. And I feel like all of last season, we were relying on those moments. So it was, in some ways, while I would have preferred a process win, it was kind of fun to dip back into like, and oh yeah, if worst comes to worst, Jokic.
Just give it to Jokic.
This was the prettiest one, though. The ugliest one. Oh, I know. Actually, the ugliest
The
one.
Dallas one?
The
Miami.
Dallas one, but there's also the
Miami.
Miami one, man, where he throws up like a total. I mean, now he makes them. Like, he makes them all the time, but they're not always pretty. I think this was the prettiest. This was pretty, man. Big step back, straight on.
Huge step back. Great defense.
Yeah.
It
really was good
Was
defense.
And it was really the game winner. Like, there was no other
Buzzer.
chance after that. He hit it at
Yeah.
the buzzer. And also, he made the choice to not pass it to Michael Porter. It was
Yeah.
like, I'm taking this shot. And I think that that's even better.
I'll tell you what, though, to Michael Porter's credit, because when you were doing the ad reads, I went back to watch the video. I hadn't watched it. I hadn't come back to rewatch it. I had
That's
to
the
go
thing,
back.
like, I gotta
we
let this-
ran out of there.
We gotta let this wash over a little bit. Like this is very immediate. I don't know where this one ranks because yes, this one to me is my stomach hurts because I ate a bunch of candy and I'm running to your car.
That's right.
Which brings it down a little bit.
Right.
But then like the fellas, if there was a takeover event, there's a lot of factors to take in. The takeover event tonight, like the fact that they did this for the takeover
I know.
event, dude, we have a whole crowd of people. Make
Are
some
we
noise.
3-0 this year? We're 3-0 this year, right?
On takeovers? I think we might be.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah.
Probably. Yeah, because it was Spurs. Yeah, for sure. Here's the thing, though. Yoke had Michael Porter in the corner, and I really do think that the reason he didn't throw it to him is because there was too much time on the clock. Like, when I was going back watching that, I really do think it confirmed it, that he was like, I see you, but we got to get last shot. When it's tied like that, even if you get the shot early and miss or whatever, if there's 1 second left, the other team calls a timeout, advance the ball, and now you're just playing with fire. Like, something crazy can happen. So I almost feel like it's like, yeah, I see you, but we gotta let this thing run.
Yeah.
Okay, now it's time. And then here's the funny thing. We always say that Yoke is like a saint. He has these saintly qualities that we notice with him. I do feel like it's the takeover, and he just is like, you know what? He knows there's a higher.
Isn't that unbelievable?
Isn't it unbelievable? He has these
He
qualities.
sees us when we're sleeping, and he knows when we're awake.
He is like Saint Nick.
But the other thing that's like so incredible, I just in watching the clip of coming back, like Jokic hit it and like barely cheered.
No, because there was 0.2
Yeah,
on
he
the
was
clock,
getting back
and he
on
ran back to
defense.
get back.
Yeah,
on
But like
yeah,
everyone
defense.
jumped on him. He's like,
Everybody else was Davon Reed running onto the court, and he's like, "There's
they're
still
like,
a game, you guys."
mobbing him. He's like,
By the way, friend of the bar, Davon Reed, gave one of the takeover fans an autograph tonight.
oh,
He's a homie.
Heck,
You got
Looking
it?
out.
heck yeah,
Heck yeah, man! I love it.
Davon's a good one.
Let's get to some super chats here because I think we're gonna have some homies on in the third segment here. Let some takeover people hop on the show. Who's gonna read these? Who has good eyesight? Cal, make it bigger here so
I
we can
got you.
see.
G-Line Co. and Garrison Storm of Denver Sports got nothing on DNVR. Thanks for carrying the media game
Hell yeah.
out here.
Hey, we will always read slander for the imposters.
Especially
we
if you
will
pay me
always
to.
read slander for the people that are 100% imposters trying to swagger jack us.
Especially if you pay me to. Gordon Glasner
Gordon!
plays more. Doesn't matter. King of the
Canada.
Super Chat. The only superheroes I care about are Nikola Jokic Clutch and the Cavalry Braun. What a nerve-wracking win.
holy smokes.
Man, we didn't talk enough about it, but Christian Brown, you said Braun,
Well,
didn't you?
Did I?
Dude, it's a phonetic thing. I'm with you. Like even
I'm German, bro.
You think his name
I'm
is
German.
wrong? He got it wrong?
Yeah, he's
Yes!
got it wrong. It's like him and Brett Favre. You guys got your names
Yeah,
wrong. I
like
don't know what to tell you.
Like
It's not how
I'm
you spell
sorry
it.
if everyone else can't do it. Like it's wrong.
It's a very
Also,
good point.
Harrison's going to bring up Christian in segment 3, I promise.
He's not. I
Yeah,
don't know if we're
right.
going to go to Christian today.
Okay.
I
He
just
was
don't know if we'll have
great,
time.
man. He was great.
I understand why he doesn't play.
He's a rookie.
Not that. I mean, he's a talented player. It's just that it is a perfect rotation when everyone's healthy. There are 4 guards ahead of him. That's that to me. So I understand it. But I do like that tonight Malone showed that he's not. It's not like he doesn't trust him. He actually trusted him in the moment that you needed somebody to step up.
Right.
It's like he went to him in the garbage time or this or that. It was like, I need somebody that's going to get a stop and get some energy into this game. And I'm telling you, they don't win the game without that stretch that he had when they put him in there.
It's true. I mean, like I mean, they won by 3 points. They needed absolutely everything they got out of everybody. Christian came in. Like I said, he kept the play alive immediately. Just everybody else was sort of like going through the motions a little bit, especially at that point in time. And then he came in and was like operating at a higher frequency than everybody else. He came in with like supreme effort, supreme energy, cut to the rim, got the dunk, and then just kept it going. Like it wasn't. He tried to dunk and got blocked pretty hard at the rim. Yeah. But we won't hold that against him. Not everything is perfect in Browntown, but it was great. Like sometimes you need an infusion of energy, and the Nuggets have the pieces they need on the bench, in the building, on the team to like get what they need when they need it. It's like so it's great.
Yeah. Also, I think you just need a kickstarter, and that's what he did. It gave MPJ minutes on the bench, which he needed at that time.
Yep.
And then it got him back together. Like he came back motivated in a way. Christian Brown was a spark. He had that dunk, which was a crazy dunk. He's grabbing every single rebound, and he's just playing hard every single time. So it was great to just see him out there. Even though it didn't go great when he was out there, I think that it was needed. I'm glad that Malone went into that bag.
The fun thing about him as the 9.5 or 10th man is when Denver's not playing well, it has a specific brand to it, and it's tonight.
Right.
Like the energy is just off. Like,
right.
All right, you guys are good enough to win this game, and you know that, and that's a problem. And enter Christian Brown, where it's like a lab-made player as a cure for that problem.
Right.
So in some ways, I know Wind and many others would prefer to see him in the rotation, but there's kind of something perfect about him being the fix to that problem.
And like just a change of pace.
Sometimes that's what you need. All right, what else we got, Kale?
Super chat from Joe Clem 15, $5. I think the Murray foul was smart. It may have been likely for Fultz to go 1 of 2. Maybe not the best option for Murray to foul, but not a bad one.
I can't go as far as to say it's smart, man. And also, like, how concerning is it that you're like, we have to foul?
I gotta see it again. I swear
against
to God,
the third worst team in the NBA.
He did not have the body language of somebody that intentionally fouled.
You want to know what's worse about it? Jamal actually said that he did it on purpose.
He did
during the game.
When?
He's like,
Dev's everywhere.
Was he tweeting?
He did the thinking
Oh wait,
and then he also hold on. After he missed the first free throw, he did
was he joking
courtesy.
though? Was he making fun of his own?
No way, you don't do that at that time. And then he started doing the thinking. He said that he wanted to foul Markelle Fultz.
I mean, Markelle Fultz is a bad free throw shooter, but odds are he'll hit at least one. Man,
it's
I don't
not
know.
a good strategy.
I don't like
it's
the
not
strategy, man. I'm gonna do this one right back.
He also was begging for guys to push up. He wanted that foul.
And they were like, "What are you doing?"
Man, you know the worst play of the night tonight? They had a weird lineup in there, but when they couldn't inbound the ball because everybody ran down.
And then Bruce Brown lost his goddamn mind.
Bruce Brown
then
was so mad.
But then he blocked the shot.
Yeah, but Zeke passed that.
Oh,
yeah, I think they all just ran down the court whatever. All right, what else we got? Why are we talking about old stuff?
Tyler Peters, $5. That Murray foul was low-key smart. Would you rather have the shaky
you guys are
Nuggets
torturing Adam. This is amazing.
on the last possession or the league best Nuggets offense?
I can't believe this.
Well, I think we covered it. Listen, fair enough. Agree to disagree. It worked out.
He did tie the game, so I can't go as far as say it was smart. We have no faith in the Nuggets defense. They can't stop the Orlando Magic? All right.
I got to rewatch this. I don't know.
Kyle Tester, $5. Dev goes outside. Nobody buys pants like that without a salesperson involved. That's true.
Well, first off, you would wear this outfit in 2 instances.
Instances, yeah.
It would be
number one.
Baby showers.
Sure.
You would wear this to a baby shower?
Oh no, this is the baby shower. This is the baby shower.
Like a flat, like a.
I'm about to have a baby just so I can invite Dev.
I'm telling you, it's the baby shower outfit.
Do you go to baby showers?
Do I?
Yeah.
I don't have a baby.
Well, I know. Well, you don't have to have
This
a baby.
just in, Dev doesn't know what baby
I
showers
was
are.
going to say, hold on.
Clip it.
I bet Dev's been to a baby shower.
I'm telling you guys are wrong on this.
I'm with him on this.
You guys are wrong on this one.
What's the second
The
instance?
second one is when brothers get in a room and there's some type of scheming going on. They want to show everybody else that they're about their paper, so they do things like that.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
That
was better than I expected it to be. That was really great.
Brendan, when you wear pants that are similar to this, are you letting us and the audience know that you are also about your paper?
That's right.
Okay.
Yep,
But you're about your paper route.
I just want, hold on real fast. I just want everybody to Google black baby shower outfit. Just do it.
Kel, I want
I
you
don't
to
feel comfortable
actually
Googling
just
that.
pull it up right
Just try
now.
it.
Go to Google, pull
Black
it up,
baby
and
shower
look at the
outfit.
results here.
And then you guys will thank me.
All right,
and then I
we're
want Vogt to say sorry.
We got to do this live on the show. Black baby
Vogt
shower
to say
outfit.
sorry.
What did I
It's
do?
him that I want.
It's not my fault
on
you
earth?
don't know what a baby shower is.
All right. Well,
All
we
right.
might have different. We might have different Googles here. What? Is there-
No. You got to put him in. Put him in at the end.
We got to teach you how to Google here, Kel.
We'll do it live.
Oh my God.
All right, Dev. All right, Dev.
I've been outside. That's all I'm trying to tell you.
Tell him you're sorry. Tell him you're sorry.
Hey,
all-
hey, Dev.
That's all I'm trying to tell you.
I'm sorry.
Exact same
That's
pants.
all I needed. That's all I
sorry.
needed.
All right, let's bring
all
on
right.
the super
with
chat.
What
more
else we got?
super chat.
Next super chat. KC Mac, $10. Let's not forget the Magic have beaten the Celtics in Boston twice this year. This is a team that can upset teams if you let them. Jokic didn't let them, though.
Oh, I love that
Sure
one.
didn't.
Spicy chat. I love it. He came in spicy.
I
Casey.
will
Great
say,
work.
they upset me. That was upsetting in
It was
many
getting
ways.
ready for the big takeaway of like, these losses
Oh,
happen.
dude. Oh, yeah.
These losses happen.
I was about to be like, you guys don't deserve the Nuggets. If you can't handle them at their Orlando Magic, you don't
That's so
deserve them
true.
at their Phoenix Suns.
Best of both worlds. Another super chat from Revo. Fast breakdown has a nice ring to it, better than the quick recap.
All right.
True. Very specific, $5.15 from Jeremy J. Rock Michael. What a blessing, Jokic's Secretariat of the NBA. Spoiler alert, he wins the Belmont MVP. For all the horse people out there. All the horsemen in the chat. Terrence Van Loo. Bad teams have good losses. Good teams have bad wins. We saw both tonight. Also, I knew Bull was going to dunk on Jokic.
You did
Yeah,
know
you
that,
just
yeah.
knew that was going to happen.
will do
Yep,
that.
was.
That's
That
the
was
stuff he does.
Some of his dunks was like, whoa.
He was stunting tonight.
Those was like,
kind of stunting
he's just
tonight.
like, it's just like a human highlight.
Yeah.
Like he should
I'm telling you, he's like
be with the Harlem Globetrotters.
he's
Like when
not-
this is all said
Yes,
and
he's the, or he should be hired by TikTok to be the official hooper of TikTok.
done. That's a good one.
I thought it was good tonight.
He was. Park Hill for the win, gaming. What a time to be a Nuggets fan. I love the DNVR takeovers. Thanks for taking the time to get a pick with S3 tonight.
S3,
Anytime.
yes, sir.
Proud of you. Dev, follow
has some
S3
handles.
Baby 27 for a quick vibe in the chat.
Man,
yeah.
first
kid's
off,
nice with it.
Yo, S3 is a baller. He's
Baller.
a hooper. It's a little guy. Plays
Maybe,
up
maybe,
like
maybe 8, 9, or
he
whatever.
plays up like a lot of levels.
Really?
Bucket. A true bucket.
Tiny
Works
king.
on his game. First off, he walks through ball arena with the basketball.
He had a basketball.
Every single game.
Yeah.
He's crossing over random people and things
Yeah,
like
people
that.
don't
He
do
crossed
that.
over
He's
me.
fun, man. He plays like on multiple teams, and he's just good. I'm
he's nice
excited
with
to
it.
see him like grow.
People have no problem, no qualms about showing up to a baseball game with a baseball glove. How
That's
come no one
true.
shows up to ball arena with
It's a good point,
basketball
Eric.
equipment?
Great point. Why
Let's
you're
wrap
asking the
these
hard
up.
questions.
Alejandro Botello, $30. Downstairs vibing after an amazing party.
Hell
Is that
yeah.
you? Alejandro, what's up, man?
Hey.
After an amazing
I'm so
party,
ready.
bus.
Let's
Love
go, dude.
DNVR, love the Nuggets. Let's go. I need a hug and shot with the boys when the show's over.
So
Book
so
it.
the
Book
show's
it.
over. It is booked.
Book
It
it.
is happening. What else we got?
Astray, not to be confused with redacted. Bottom line, Nuggets were both good and bad. Victory pulled from the jaws of defeat. It wasn't
That is
pretty,
true.
but sometimes you have those games. This is true. We love all the Nuggets. First in the West to 30
Let's
wins.
go. Dude, the Nuggets are really good.
They really are.
And just a few left. David Walker, $5. Jokic's shoulders slumped after the three because he knows Denver cheated the beautiful game tonight and got away with it.
I love that's body language doctor and armchair psychologist all in one.
Conspiracy
I love
corner
it. That's
as well.
great right
Yep.
there.
That's a great one.
Jokic, he knew.
He do.
I'll
few
bet he's
more
pretty
coming
happy
in
though.
here.
He's
Last
fine.
I'll bet
second.
he's pretty happy.
Or he's unbothered. And,
At least he's not mad.
yeah.
Noel chiming in. My boyfriend watched every podcast. We stopped by the bar today. It was nice to see the voices that live in my house in person. Go Nuggets.
And we're so sorry.
Yeah, we're
Sorry,
also
Noel.
so
Yeah,
sorry.
it's tough. We get that a lot.
We do get that a lot.
get that
a lot,
a
a lot of girlfriends are like,
You're like,
"He
I
talks
didn't
to
ask
you
for
more than
this,
he talks
but-
to me."
I know who you are. Billzine ball.
The alien.
The alien.
He
Who?
just said hoop.
Strong agree.
Strong agree,
Dude.
man.
Big name K. Super
Exactly.
sticker. Sombor shuffle. for the win.
That
go!
should be a sticker, man. That
win.
should be a sticker.
Yeah, pair character hits Tomboy Shuffle for the win.
I believe it was just a regular shot, though, guys. Let's not get away from ourselves.
Yeah, it wasn't Summer Shuffle, but that's okay. If you pay it, I will read it.
That's right.
Lucas Sanders, it is, in fact, the time. AG is Mr. Nugget. Cosigned Lucas.
It's not the time.
but
It's
you're
not
right.
the time.
But we'll confirm
this
you to
is
be
not
right.
the time.
There's a
Not
time.
the time.
Now's not
Nor
the
is
time.
it the place. Nor is it the place.
How could it not be the place? Astray. So
Thank
what
you,
we're
Lana.
seeing is that you guys need to get some style advice from Dev. He knows how to look fire.
Do you
Thank
think
you.
I could pull that off?
Yeah, that's
I know.
not
Thank you.
a one-to-one.
First of all, they don't make it my size
strategy.
for sure.
If I just showed up and like, hey guys, I'm going to a black baby shower.
Yeah.
Check this out.
First of all, I have tried it. When I wear those pants, you guys make fun of me.
That's
So,
true. You do wear those pants.
yeah, we
part.
said we make fun of you that you have a paper route in the 40s.
all about that paperboy. Paperboy. Tyler Peters, $2. Babe, wake up. The vibes are immaculate.
Oh yeah. Wake her up right now. They're immaculate.
Let her
right
hear
now.
these voices.
This is the time.
All right, those are some great super chats. Why don't we get our
Yeah.
We got one more right at the buzzer.
Okay.
Lance Barnes, $10. Dibs on sharing a shot with D-Line tonight.
Let's
You
go,
can-
dude.
oh, yeah,
Callback.
sure.
Let's
One
go.
shot.
That's a
Let's go.
callback.
That's right.
One shot
That's a great
between us.
callback right there. Now that's a good one. That's a good one. All right, let's hit a break. On the other side, we
Yeah,
got a
yeah.
bunch of people here. I
I'm
want to
gonna-
talk
I'm
about. I
gonna
always
retire,
like
yeah.
talking to Nuggets fans when we can do the takeover. So you two get out of here. You two get out of here. Zero in on Vogt. Get a close up over here on Vogt.
I
so
mean,
we can
I would-
change
not
the
too
set.
close. It's
Not too close though.
for
yeah.
everyone. It'd be a lot easier to do this close up if I was rocking some Pins and Aces gear, golf apparel partner of DNVR. We love our Pins and Aces gear and get tons of compliments because they're family owned golf and apparel business based right here in Colorado. They make amazing polos, hats, golf bags, and even our favorite beer sleeve. 7 beers stored in your bag. It'll stay cold throughout the entire round. Check out pinsandaces.com and use code DNVR to receive 15% off your first order and get free shipping. That's pinsandaces.com. And you know what? I'm realizing free ad read for Pins and Aces because that's the wrong day. Let's talk about DraftKings, America's top-rated sportsbook. Use promo code DNVR when you sign up. A lot of things to bet on right now. NBA, NFL, a lot of customers for new users, but they've always got deals for returning and existing users as well. Make sure you use promo code DNVR when you sign up. And make sure that you're betting, if you're watching NFL and you're betting in these playoffs, that you're doing it with DraftKings, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. And finally, let's talk about Game Time. I've said it enough times, you should know by now. The hottest seat in town,
But you'll
the best
notice I'm
show in
always-
town. It's the Denver Nuggets in Ball Arena. You got to see this team play at home. And if that's a last-second decision, fire up Game Time, the best new ticketing site app. And specifically, Game Time is about hooking up people who want to go last second with people who are moving off of those tickets last second, but putting them in the best deals. Available tickets. Check out the link in the description of our YouTube show as well as the podcast. That's the best way to download Game Time. Helps us out. And then you guys have access to the best seats to the best show in town. Game Time, check it out.
Alrighty, back here, and we got some special guests tonight. First time coming in from Atlanta, flew from out of state to come to the takeover and get their very first ball. Yeah, give it up. Very first game. Very first Nuggets game at Ball Arena. I got Veer and I got Atul. Atul, right, got it right.
Yes.
Veer, how was the game tonight? Your first time in Ball Arena.
It was immaculate.
It was immaculate. He's nailing it
What a great
already.
start.
He's nailing it already. All right, so how many Nuggets games have you gone to in Atlanta?
I went to one Nugget game in Atlanta.
So this is only your second Nuggets game.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Did it live up to the hype?
Yes, it did.
At any point in the game, did you think the Nuggets were going to lose?
Yes.
Thanks for keeping it real up here. Thanks for keeping it
All
real.
right, so to walk us through, what are you doing? That last play, tie game, there's like 10 seconds left. What are you doing? What are you thinking?
I'm thinking either a buzzer beater or let's send it into overtime.
Yeah? Did you think it was going to go to Jokic?
Yes.
Really?
I did think it was going to go to Jokic.
Could you see, now everybody stands up. So did you have a good view of it?
Well, I was a bit short,
Yeah, you are a bit short.
but
I relate to that.
I was watching the Jumbotron.
Okay. Oh, that's smart. There you go. You're watching the Jumbotron. All right. And Dad, so tell me, give us the story. You gave it to us a little bit earlier, when we were talking, but you're in Atlanta.
Yes.
How'd you become this Denver Nuggets fan, and how did you pass that on to your son?
So I was in Denver before I moved to Atlanta. I went to CSU actually. So I lived in Colorado for about 9 years before I met my wife in Atlanta, and we decided to settle down there. But I never really lost my, I guess, Denver sports fandom.
Yeah.
Broncos and Nuggets, always kept watching them and following them. And thanks to local bloggers like Denver Stiffs and all of the, I think the local coverage of the Nuggets is just stepped up so much.
Yeah.
Thanks in part to you guys.
I appreciate it.
Ever since I started following DNVR, it's just been a game changer. You guys make it a real community feel. Even living outside of Atlanta,
Right.
I can feel the hype. And especially this season, it just feels special.
Yeah, it does.
Because, the Nuggets are playing so well, and I think today couldn't have asked for a better game.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you, okay, you didn't see the Nuggets play A-plus basketball, but you get the Jokic game winner.
Yes.
You guys will probably take that trade, I think.
Yeah, and I think I saw you tweet. It's amazing that in spite of not playing our best game, we were still leading by 12 points.
Right.
At one
Yep.
point.
Yeah.
Obviously, Orlando came back, but it never felt like we would. Well,
The
there
very
was-
end it
yeah.
did.
Maybe at the end.
very,
At the very end it did, but after AG hit those clutch free throws,
Right.
and then I think once Jokic got the ball in the last few seconds, I just knew he was gonna hit the, hit the shot.
You just knew it was in.
Yeah. So it's special. So
It's funny- it's
thank you guys for making it special.
Oh,
for
man.
us.
Oh, of
Happy
course.
to
I'm
do
so
it.
glad it was. And I know Rocky came over. You got a picture with Rocky. Any other
Yeah.
cool stuff happened, Veer? You got an autograph?
He did.
Yes, I did. Vlatko Čančar signed my jersey.
Did he
Whoa,
really?
you got a
did?
Vlatko autograph?
Jockey, that's awesome.
Dude, that's big time.
And then Devon Reed signed my poster.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
man,
Man.
that's
Those are
too
two
cool.
of the nicest guys on
And
the
then
team.
I got a signed autograph from Chris Marlowe and Scott Hastings.
Oh,
From Chris
man,
Marlowe?
That's the legend.
Frame that one.
That's
Frame that.
incredible,
It's
man.
worth more every day, they say.
All right, so you're wearing a Jokic jersey.
Yeah.
So he's number one.
Yes.
You were telling me this earlier, but who's number two?
Jamal.
Okay. And then number three?
I gotta say AG.
Do you think he's Mr. Nugget?
Maybe.
He's not ready to call it.
No, it's perfect.
Say it's not
It's
the right time.
perfect
It's
answer.
not the right time to call it just yet. Do you know any other Nuggets fan? Any other kids in your school Nuggets fans?
Not really. In Atlanta, everyone's Hawks fans.
Right.
You gotta tell them about Jokic, man.
I always brag in school. The Nuggets are way better than the Hawks.
That's awesome.
What do kids say about that?
They just say, well, the Hawks will be much better.
That's awesome.
They don't know, man. Here's the thing. I'm really glad you could make it out because, like your dad was saying, because I'm from out of town too. And to us, one of the biggest things is we want to make everyone feel like they can reach out and touch this no matter how far away they are.
Yeah.
But tonight you guys literally could, and it's so cool to see you guys in here.
Yeah. Thank
Give me
you.
some five. Thanks so much, guys, for
A+
coming. I'm glad
appearance.
you had a great
Round of
time.
applause for the
give
little
give a
homie.
round of
Thank you,
applause
guys.
here.
Thank you.
We got
Great
anybody
job.
else that wants to hop on? We'll cycle you guys out. Anybody else that wants to hop on the show? Everybody's too shy. You guys are more shy than the kid. Nobody wants on.
Oh, it's an old
it's
friend.
It's Haley.
It's an old friend.
It's an old friend. Haley and company.
Hey.
And what's your name? Everybody knows Haley.
Erica.
Haley and Erica. All
I'm just
right.
gonna have you guys make sure the mics are pretty close so that everyone can hear
Yeah,
you. There
right,
you go.
right
That'll
up
do
on
it.
you.
So this
All right.
is Erica. We just met on the party bus. Now we're best friends.
Oh, really? Is that right?
Oh, I love that.
That's awesome.
She came from a long ways to come to this party bus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I came from Ecuador.
Oh my God.
I got really inspired from the Christmas Day game, and I kept waiting for a party bus announcement that was far enough out that I felt like I could get cheap
Yeah.
tickets, and then I was like, Christmas, I was like, no, I need to go, and you guys were advertising this, and I was like, sometimes if it's close,
I
I
love
can
it.
do it. And I got cheap tickets, and I bought them Christmas night. I was like, we're
No
going.
way!
We're going. That
Amazing.
Aaron Gordon
Yes.
dunk, we're there.
Yeah.
How crazy
we
is
are
that?
there.
That's
here I
actually
am.
insane. What are you doing in Ecuador?
Living.
That's where you live.
It's cool.
How long have you lived there?
4 years?
40?
4 years.
4 years.
I became a Nuggets fan living in Denver for 6 to 7 years before
Yeah.
we went to Ecuador, and then we moved, and that was actually the first time that I could actually watch Nuggets games
Sure.
all the time, every night. I haven't
This is
missed
a
a
shame.
Nuggets game in 4 years.
Wow.
And
It's been a good
here
4
I am.
years.
And that's when I got to know you guys from so far away. And I don't even know how I'm here right now, but hey,
We're happy to have
we were
you.
just laughing
I
at how
recognized her on the bus.
No
you guys
way.
don't know us, but we feel like we really know you guys.
That's
A
really
lot.
cool. That's really cool. Well, now we're getting to know you. So, Haley, is this your second, third takeover?
This is my first takeover,
This
but
is
I've
your
been
first
to
takeover?
several
What were
games.
you here
yeah.
for before then? It wasn't a takeover?
I think it wasn't.
Oh, it was
since-
just-
It was last. I mean, it wasn't this season. This
Well,
is
did
my
it live
first
up to
game
the
this
hype
season.
then, the takeover?
Oh, yeah. I'm definitely gonna come back.
How was the bus?
It's incredible.
Vibes were good?
I don't even. Oh, vibes were immaculate.
So I know.
was great.
So I know you guys then are both watching. I'll start with you, Haley. Give your breakdown. Like, where is your level of belief in the Nuggets right now that they can do it? They can get the job done.
I just. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's just
Like, are they doing it?
Yes, they're doing it. I mean, they're the best team in the NBA. It's like we'll be going through moments where it's like, oh, we're playing like shit. This is rough, and it's like I'm just like not worried.
Yeah.
I'm not worried. Even if we lose a game, I'm just still not worried. It's just like so
Yeah.
different from last season.
I agree.
This is true though. That this year I will say, playoffs come around, I'm going to be a nervous wreck. Like I'm just going to be sweating bullets
course,
every
of course.
game. But right now, the ebbs and flows of the season, like early on, I was like this, just whatever. But over the last couple of weeks, I'm just kind of like, even if they would have lost tonight, I would have been like, whatever.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been a
they're
big
fine.
deal. If
But-
we had lost last season, like
You're
we
right.
did, it would have been a problem. We would have had to analyze it.
Right.
And now
Would have been a fun show
it's
up here.
yeah, and now it's just like, okay, we're gonna lose some games, but we're still amazing.
Yeah, and that's how I feel as well. So, Erica, what about you? What's your level of faith in the team?
Well, I can tell you this much. When I'm watching from home, I still hold on to that, like, there's still a chance we'll lose.
Sure,
I
sports.
still hold on to that. I'm like, we play bad against bad teams, and I've seen us rising away from that finally. But today, watching live, I was barely paying attention to the score. Like I was just like, good play, bad play, good play, good play.
Yeah.
And then every now and then I'd look up and I'd be like, oh, and then towards the end I was like, oh, we're in crunch time. And I didn't have a doubt.
Really?
I did not have a doubt.
I had some doubts.
I knew, like, and part of that is like, because this is the first time I've been here in 4 years
That's-
to watch a game live, but I knew, like, I wasn't scared. I was not scared. I was
Yeah.
like, no,
Well,
we
that's
got this.
the funny thing.
We're
This
winning.
team has been winning in some ways so easily that we've kind of gotten away from their bread and butter. Really is winning these games.
Winning in
with
the
Jamal
clutch.
Jokic.
Yeah,
If it's
we
a
can play
close
like
game
crap
in the
the whole
last
game and
Yeah.
still win.
Right. So it was. I think one of you guys said it. Once AG hit those free throws, I was like, you know what? You would sign up for this 10 out of 10 times. They're going to win this game.
Yeah, no doubts about it. What about, let me take the temperature, because we always talk to each other. Where are you at on Bones Island, Haley? You got the Bones
I mean,
shirt
I'm-
on. Actually, look at us. We're all bones down.
We're all
Look
bones
at us.
down the line.
Oh, that's right. You didn't dress up for today.
You should show
Company
the back of your
sweatshirt.
shirt. I just gotta boast for a second about my
Because
friend.
she altered hers.
She altered hers.
Oh, it looks like
and
bones.
it looks like a skeleton in
Look
the
at
back.
Oh, that's sick. That's
Look
actually
at
awesome.
that.
That's
Very
really cool.
creative. I can't pull
amazing.
that off, though. You know what? I think I would get
You should
second
try it,
looks.
though.
Yeah, I should try it.
Well, I'm supremely confident in Bones, and you know what? He can mess up. He can even be injured for a while, and we're gonna be fine.
He rolled his ankle. He was going to come tonight, but then, rolling his ankle, he ended up having to get extra treatment after the game.
Yeah.
So we'll see if he misses any time
Yeah.
into that.
But it's just it's a luxury to be able to not depend on him so much.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And I like Jamal with the bench. Like, it can still look messy at times, but it's okay. And Bones can, he has the luxury to take his time this season to, really find himself. And I'm just feeling, for the first time, so confident in our bench, even if it looks bad at times. It's just,
Well, I love it.
it's not going to bleed.
You guys are
points.
making me more confident. So you came from Atlanta. San Francisco, Ecuador. I think Ecuador's going to win.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody's going to beat
never
Ecuador,
know.
but you never know. You never know. You never know. We'll have to
Someone
wait
from
and see.
Australia could be here. You never
That's
know.
true. So thank you guys both for hopping on the
thank you.
show very
Really
briefly.
nice to meet you,
We
Erica.
got anybody else that
Appreciate
wants to hop on? Anybody else
And
that wants to
Happy
hop
New
on?
Year.
You don't
Happy
want to
New
hop
Year,
on?
ladies.
You guys all shy?
Come on. Come on.
All right, come on.
on.
Hop on then. Hop on. Give a take.
Finish this thing out with us. Alejandro.
What up? What up?
Remind me, you were on the show too, like once before. Is that yes?
Almost a year ago today.
Yeah, I think it was
Pretty close.
yesterday, right? It was a year ago yesterday,
Yeah,
I think,
I
was the
believe
takeover,
so,
the
yes.
Laker game.
Yep.
Somebody was reminding me of that. So, scale of 1 to 10, how fun was this game for you guys?
Go for it.
15 out of 10. You know.
It's so we're wrecked.
We're
dude.
spoiled,
We are
dude.
so wrecked.
We're like,
'Cause we-
poor process.
Before you guys got here, we did the show. We're like, it's an ugly game and this and that. I mean, Jokic hit the game winner, but you're right, man. It was freaking awesome.
The energy when you're there, you know,
Yeah.
it just
Crowds have been
captures
great.
you. I kind of lost track in the third quarter a little bit, maybe thanks to those bus drinks, but you know,
Yeah,
it ended up all's well that ends well.
Yeah. And then that shot is an all-timer, just one of those ones.
It's like against Giannis.
Yeah. Oh man, did you watch that one?
Oh, yeah.
Were you watching that one?
Oh, yeah.
When it was happening?
Yeah.
I'll tell you-
Dev front row.
Yeah, it's a superstar Dev. To this day, I
son of
don't
a
know that it'll ever be topped. Jokic hitting a Sombor shuffle over Giannis, basically to clinch the game.
It's
like
my
that.
favorite basketball.
I mean, maybe we'll get something like that in the playoffs that'll top it. but
It
that's
will
the
be
only thing.
topped in the finals.
Oh my God,
what a start.
I love it. What, you guys,
Guest stars are killing it tonight.
everybody's feeling it tonight. All right, let's get hot takes from you guys. I know you guys are,
Ooh, hot
get
takes.
this one close
Okay,
here.
I got you. Hot take.
All right, what's your hot take?
This team is Western Conference Finals bound.
Is that a hot take though? I almost feel like that's the bar.
You'd say, well, okay, we say
They
that.
need to. They need to be it. I mean,
Is that where we're at?
But are you locking it in?
I'm locking it in.
You're locking it in.
I'm almost ready to lock in Nikola Jokic three-peat for the MVP. I'm really close.
Man, you know what's funny? Because tonight his line was really good. I mean, for anybody else, is not. What did he end up with? 17. Man, I don't actually have it.
How about we look at the
Because
king
he's
of
our
the game?
DraftKings Sportsbook king
He's
of the
the
game.
DraftKings Sportsbook king of the game. 17 points, 14 assists is hilarious. 10 rebounds, and 8 of 11 shooting. Yeah, 8 of 11. He only missed 3-pointer. He missed a heave right at the end of the half, and then he missed 2 other threes. So, I mean, it's an incredible stat line. But when you want to build an MVP case, you need moments. This is a moment.
That's a moment.
it.
You know what I
It's
mean?
a moment.
The entire bus ride, I was telling the people I was with, I was like, this is an all-timer.
Yeah.
Like, yes, it was an ugly game. That shot is an all-time shot.
Yeah.
And I will look back at it the longer I'm a Nuggets fan and say, that Nikola Jokic shot,
I was at it.
that's it.
I was there.
I was
I
at
was
the DNVR
there.
party bus, and I enjoyed that moment with all my fans around
Yeah.
me.
And you know what? This was a really good crowd tonight.
Oh, it was incredible.
This was a really loud crowd tonight.
I want to interrupt you and just say, because I get to go a little bit more with Win
Yeah.
these days, it's been one of my big takeaways of this season. The Ball Arena crowds, and I'm not talking about Celtics fans coming into Denver.
Right.
The Denver Nuggets fans in Denver are bringing it this year. The energy has been consistently excellent.
I feel like when your football team is subpar and your hockey team
Might be
is struggling a
might
little
be a
bit,
part of it.
you want to find that, like, that piece, that thing that makes
Something
you
to
go,
latch on to.
that makes you go, no, this is a sports town and we're going to win.
Yeah.
And when you hear that the Denver Nuggets are first place in the Western Conference, you want to go out and support your team.
Yeah.
And you see it more and more, and I love it.
All right, give me your hot take.
I don't know if I could top yours because that would
I
be a
thought that
dream
one-
come
You
true.
just go up one level,
But,
bro.
Championship.
16
Championship.
games in the playoffs, 16 wins.
Oh man, he's going all the way.
All the way.
All the way.
All the way.
You guys will be back here. You'll be back at the bar, I'm sure, for this.
I'll try to.
Absolutely. Bus ride too. I don't know if we can get party bus for the playoffs, man. I don't know if we can pull that off. Well, thank you guys for coming
Thank
out.
you guys so
We're gonna
much.
grab some Rocky together here, I'm
Oh,
sure.
let's do it. Yes,
Do we have any?
yes.
We have time for one more group. Do we have anybody
Come on
else that wants to
board.
hop on?
Take 2 more. You want
Big
it?
Honey wants on. What's that?
Jokic meter, or the hot meter by Jokic.
Oh, hot to trot. He's hot to trot.
Oh, he's hot to try.
He's hot to
Is that
trot.
your favorite one?
Hey, Kale, I'll
Okay,
read
we
these
got one
while-
more.
while
We
these
got
guys
anybody
come
else that wants on? You want on? Hop on. We got Big Honey and we got my guy over here. Two strangers meeting. You're gonna be over here. You're gonna be over here.
We're not strangers.
Oh, you guys are friends.
Yeah, we're
okay.
friends.
Okay.
It's gonna be funny.
All right, Kel. Just do one to flow.
No, you're totally good.
All right, pull this thing in real close to your mouth there.
Yo,
Real close. All right, who do we got here?
I'm Jay.
Jay.
I'm Eric.
Jay and Eric. All right. Party bus tonight?
We came down from Boulder,
Okay.
saw the game, and I knew this was happening.
So you came over.
You
after.
scooted
I'm
over.
a diehard.
They're diehard.
And so I brought my boy over. And, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
What'd you guys think of the game?
It was crazy. I mean, what else to say?
I mean, it was nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
And then Jokic handled it.
And then Jokic handled it.
I gotta say too, I'm glad we got someone in the vintage big honey tee to come on tonight. That's a good timing, good find.
I know, man. I don't see the big honey so much
It's
anymore.
kind of a dead one.
I
but
love when
that's-
I see the like first wave,
Oh, yeah.
the first wave tees,
Oh,
man,
yeah.
like the throwbacks.
Yeah, they're great. And I feel like it fits me.
Yeah, yeah,
You know, 6'4", 6'5".
Oh yeah, it's a whole look for sure.
There you go. All right, we're doing hot takes. So I need your hot nugget. You're both Nuggets fans, yeah?
Yeah.
Can I be honest? Or
Yeah,
you
you can be
I'm
honest.
from Oakland, California, so like, I'm like.
So you're a Sacramento Kings fan.
I'm
So you really love
Don't
the
say it.
Kings. You really
Don't
like
say-
the
don't
Kings.
say it, Eric.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
say it.
I
Don't
like
say
the
it.
team that starts with
All right.
yeah, you know,
you
W
love-
team.
But
The Wizards. All right, he's a big
He
Wizards
He
fan.
does
All right.
come to Nuggets games with me and root for the
Yeah,
Nuggets.
and
All right.
I do really enjoy the Nuggets. And Carmelo Anthony, he's one of the greatest of all time. You know, Chauncey Billups as well. You guys had some people like.
All right, we're going to talk to Jay a little bit later.
This is a very California appearance
this is-
here.
wow, yeah, very Cali. All right, Jay, give me a hot take for these Nugs.
Hot take. I don't think it's all that hot. Watching the Clippers game the other night, like it all connected for me. I was like, this is championship.
I love it,
right
man.
now. Like,
I feel like people are feeling this more than ever before.
Oh, there's no doubt. Because there's the everything is perfect and I can see it, which we
Right.
saw 2 years ago,
Right.
and then there's this year where it's just I don't know, man. It's been 2 months of them looking like one of the two best teams in the world.
well, it's like now our bench figured their stuff out. Like,
Right.
I mean, you know, Vlatko, I think has been a big part of that.
He's been good, man.
You know, like kind of like a mini Jokic in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I could see a dynasty kind of rolling through.
Oh, I love it because there's levels to this vote, and there's the like we're going to the Western Conference Finals.
Right.
We're
Oh, no,
winning
no,
it.
no.
No. Dynasty.
Yes.
And he doesn't see us losing for years. I mean,
love
really,
that.
like,
I love that.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be the new Warriors, apparently. I guess is what we're hearing.
Hey, okay, all right. I'm gonna say though, who I really do like to see is Aaron Gordon, just because when I was like in high school, you know, he was like the high school like,
Right?
god, you
yeah,
know.
he's a Northern Cali guy.
Right. So man, it was yeah, exactly, Cali boy. So it's really exciting to see.
He's
him,
been so
like,
good.
Man, it's crazy to just come out of nowhere to be as good as he became. But we always thought he was gonna be awesome, you know. Whatever.
I love him too. All right, let's get our last super chats in here as we wrap up, wind down the show.
Nicholas Purdue chiming in: is Jamal playing too many minutes?
I don't know.
I mean, tonight Bones couldn't play, so he had to play. Maybe we'll see.
They have a back-to-back coming up. We'll see if he should rest one of them. They're two divisional games though. I know.
He had a lot of time to rest, you know. We'll see. Chris Ramirez says Nuggets can run it up and Nuggets can thug out close games. This is a championship team for sure.
Man, people are feeling it. People are really feeling it right now.
Jordan Scott. What's up, Jordan? $5. Jokic, 17 assists shy of the franchise record. Going to the game Tuesday. I hope he gets it then. Been a Jokic purist from the jump.
17, almost certainly then we'll get it, if not Tuesday, Wednesday.
That's
I
right.
don't see him not getting 17 between the next two. And that's really cool, man.
That is
like,
really
that'll
cool.
be a really cool moment. And I almost hope it happens Wednesday. Tim Conley will likely be in town.
I love this.
Tim Conley's the guy that drafted him.
That's a great point.
So I would like him to be in attendance for it,
Yeah.
for that moment. I just think it would be a cool moment for him.
A proud moment.
Man, a proud moment, man. Tim needs some proud moments at the moment.
He could use one.
He could use them.
Last word goes to Gene Neese. Last 3 games attended: headband game, Christmas game, step back 3 game. Can't decide if I should go to more games or just keep it at the same amount.
Man, you know what?
It's a tough question.
I think he should just go to every game.
Go to every
They'll all
game.
be on top. Are we going to call this? Hit that outro music,
One
Kale.
more. Josh Comandari, so great to finally meet y'all tonight. No votes, happy with the G-Men win on top. That's correct. Of a game-winning triple-double performance. Love y'all.
Can I out you real quick?
Yeah.
I asked Vogt if he would
Oh,
trade.
don't say that.
I said, would you take a
This is
Giants
bad.
win if it meant a Nuggets loss tonight?
In January.
A January loss, but it's the party bus.
It's the playoffs.
He would rather be a little happy for his Giants, which I never hear him talk about.
They haven't made the playoffs in 10 years.
If it cost all of you people being sad,
You're such a
Oh,
dick.
he would have
wow.
taken
Wow.
all the sadness of everybody here.
That's not
for
how
his
I
own-
framed it.
Well, that's how it.
I,
That's how
I
it
liked
was.
you better with
That's
the
how he
mustache,
sees it.
buddy.
I think it's true. We got that outro music going, Kale. In all sincerity, though, these things are so fun. We've built this online community where people get to comment and do all this stuff. And every now and then, about once a month, we get to bring everybody together and meet in real life. And I think it's important to meet people in real life. You know, like, I love the online thing, but it is like getting out into physical space and getting to talk to people and kind of connect with all these different people of all different ages, of all different states, of all different countries in some cases.
How is a
It's
feel
really
good
cool.
night ending with me getting flamed in the chat? You're the worst, Adam.
But in all sincerity, these things are special to us, and I'm so glad that they're special to you guys. Hit that like button on the way
Good
out.
stuff,
The Nuggets
chat.
are
Good
streaking.
stuff, everyone.